It's all the same shit all across the globe. I just sit back and watch the show.
Peep this out.
Like, all because of my self-sabotaging tendencies. Because God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me, because I'm so used to it being a mess. I'm so used to it being toxic. And here I am in the face of a non-toxic situation, in the face of a God-fearing man, in the face of a family man, an amazing person, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've just lost. I think I just lost the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before.
For you 19% of women that watch my content, you see, this sister is not alone. She is not alone, especially in our community. Our sisters are so used to toxic relationships that when they come across a good relationship, a good man, they don't appreciate it. They don't understand it. They don't know how to deal with it because no man, no male figure showed them how to treat a good man. You see? At least she's waking up and realizing her fault, because a lot of sisters don't. And they look up there in their 50s wondering, why am I 50 with no man?
Most women end up a reflection of their mother. Mama was a single mother. Mama was wild when she was young. Mama couldn't make it work with numerous men. And women like these mothers are the majority.
The reason why I chose to do this piece, shout out to my mere brother Izzy, and for this amazing piece. It's your boy Big Truck. I'm your humble host here at the King's Table. You know, we're doing reactions and conversations. There's a large number of women that's just like this sister right here. Nobody wants to acknowledge it, but we're going to acknowledge it today. This is one of those reasons why a father is so important in a daughter's life. You know, oftentimes we hear of daddy issues. Daddy wasn't there to pour into his daughters as a father should.
It's good man. You will try to find a man equivalent to the man you're with. And you will think that you could find better. But when you actually put yourself out there, you'll realize there is no man left right now.
It goes beyond that. You need counseling. You need to dive deep down into your past, because there are some deep-rooted issues there that resurface when it comes to your love life. And these are those hard conversations that most don't want to have, because nowadays most individuals are comfortable where they're at. They don't want to tear back the layers of their past because it hurts. It's too much. Well, what the hell? What the hell? In order to cross over to the other side and have true peace, abundant peace and living, and have a healthy, successful relationship and or marriage, you have to be willing to face the things of your past.
Stuff like this can be really hard because on the one hand, no relationship is perfect. But at the same time, you can tell when someone does not respect themselves, does not practice self-respect. And as an extension of that, they disrespect you. And so because of that, their disrespect is not an accident, it's a habit, it's a pattern that they can only heal in relationship with themselves. And so the conundrum is, do you endure in hopes that they change, all the while they're...
Like what this sister said, these patterns, these behaviors. When a woman has gone through these things, you can tell in a woman's behavior.
The ability of having to accept them like that. Do you accept disrespect or do you leave?
Our sisters in our community, they look at pygmies as a bad thing, not understanding that those pygmies understand a man is going to be a man. I need to learn what men like. I need to learn the behavior of men. They call them pygmies, not understanding these women are doing the research. They are doing the work. So a man can pick them. And what happens? 9 times out of 10, man does pick them. And those relationships does last. This is not just a black woman thing, this is an American thing. And as this author, she is going to break it down more why American women has hit dating crisis.
Most of society was raised by dysfunctional mothers. Ladies, if you left a good man to go live like a hot girl, that's probably what your mother was thinking when she was your age, and she wasn't willing to listen to nobody either.
Begin to break this thing down and understand how this thing works, you have to be willing to unlearn what you have learned. Because the things that you've learned, it's not working. And it shows that it's not working. This division between men and women, especially black men and black women, this division, it's ridiculous. It's sad.
It's kind of like if a fight breaks out in every bar you're going to, maybe it's you. So if every guy you're dating is like, you know, a jerk or is disappointing to you or is unreliable, maybe it's you. Meaning maybe you are choosing people like that. And then what people say is, oh, men are terrible, they're all awful. It's like you're choosing people, and we call this repetition compulsion.
She is spitting facts. How many times have we heard women say, man, all I meet are broke dudes, all I meet are dudes that this, all I meet are cheaters, all I meet are this, all I meet are that. Well, damn, sis. Well, damn. Who is the common denominator in all those men? How about you look in the mirror and ask yourself, why am I attracting these type of men?
It comes down to a choice. You have to make a choice. And what we're seeing is a large number of women are making a choice to choose the Pookie and the Ray Rays over the good man, or self-sabotage what has the potential to be a good relationship.
Lori Gottlieb, help us here. Lori is here. She is the author of Marry Him, making the case for settling for Mr. Good Enough. Lori, look, feel my pain for a second. There are a lot of lonely men out here who are good guys. But women and this list, it's maddening. Make the argument at the center of your book, please.
The book is based on a survey where men and women were asked if they got 80% of everything they want in their ideal mate, would they be happy with that? And women said, no, that's settling. And men said, 80%, I'd be thrilled, that's a catch. And so,
80% of the women you surveyed is settling?
That's settling because, the question is, what actually makes us happy in long-term romantic love? And, that's the question that I explore in the book. And I'm a journalist, so I went out and I asked neurobiologists about chemistry, and I asked behavioral economists about demographics, and I asked marital researchers and divorce.
What did they say? What did they say?
The thing is, we're too picky about the things that don't matter at all for long-term romantic happiness, but we're not picky enough about the things that actually do matter.
Do you ladies hear that? 80%. 80%. That man is damn near perfect. And still, to American women, is settling.
You will regret that man to the core, because you'll realize that there is no good people out there, and nobody loved you as much as that man loved you. And after that, you will try to go back to that good man, only to realize that that good man doesn't want you.
There is no such thing as a perfect man. There is a such thing as a man that is good for you. Men's standards are so simple versus a woman's standards that is so big. Men are simple. Make love to us right. Love us, appreciate us, listen to us, treat us with a love and respect. We good. But when it comes to woman, there's this long list. And we see time and time and time that damn list does not work. We see the end result. What is the end result of a woman that has a long list? She don't get the man she wants. She gets with the Pookie and Ray Ray. The good man that is of good value and good quality, she don't want him because she never had a good man before, so she don't know what to do with a good man. So she goes to what she's familiar with, and that's the Pookie and Ray Ray. And here we go again with that whole cycle. If you never had something good, but you want something good, why not sit down and have a conversation? The best thing to say, I never had a good man. Teach me how to love you. Teach me how to treat you. There you go. There's your blueprint right there. There's that seed. Teach me how to treat you. Teach me how to love you. And when you ask a man those two questions, he gonna tell you. Now, once he tells you, you have to be willing to back that up with your actions.
If you have someone good in your life, cherish them. Don't think you could replace them.
Pretty simple with men. Come on, what are women too picky about here?
Well, I'll tell you, men and women were asked what would be a deal breaker for going on a second date. And men named 3 things. They said she has to be cute enough. She doesn't have to look like Angelina Jolie. She just has to be cute enough. She has to be warm and kind. And she has to be interesting to talk to. Those seem like really valid criteria.
Ding, 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 ding. Pretty simple.
Right. Okay, reasonable, right? The women came back with 300 things that would rule out a guy for a second date. And we're talking about like another 2 hours and maybe a free dinner. And they wouldn't do it. And there were things like...
What's up, my black man? I'm just here to let you know today that you're on my mind. I want to let you know that you are acknowledged, that you are loved, that you are needed, that you are powerful, strong, and there is no other above you.
He wore a brown belt with black shoes. Or we were having a really good time and I thought he was cute and he was interesting, but then he did this Austin Powers impression and I just can't get that out of my mind and I can't go out with him again.
Now, what do you guys think?
That's a black king right now.
Talk to your elders. Talk to your elders that have been married for 30 years plus. And it's good to talk to both couples, to sit down so you can get a male's perspective, a female's perspective. When you talk to your elders and you take that knowledge, because they've been here before, they've been through the trenches, they know, they've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've encountered all types of storms and still made it together. That's the best advice that I can give. Sit down and have a conversation with your elders. And listen. Because there's a lot of gold in that conversation. There's a lot of jewels in that conversation. They can be very, very helpful. Relationships are easy to have. But a large number of individuals make them so difficult. Why, I do not know. And with that being said, it's your boy Big Truck. I'm signing out. Go live your best life. 1.
It's all the same shit all across the globe. I just sit back and watch the show.